We are back. Welcome into the Heat Report by Chat Sports. I am Nick Roloff. After a 2-week hiatus, we are back on the channel for Heat watch parties, and we will be back live on the channel for almost every game the rest of the season. There is only one or two we are not going to be able to do, but it is a big matchup tonight between the Miami Heat and the Charlotte Hornets. Just a couple weeks ago, Miami went on the road and took down the surging Hornets, which was part of Miami's 7-game winning streak that unfortunately came to a close this past Saturday when the Heat lost to the Orlando Magic. Miami looks to regain its mojo and start a new winning streak in a tough stretch of basketball. Miami takes on the Hornets, the Lakers, the Rockets, the Spurs, and the Cavs twice in a row in their next 6 games. It's not going to be easy, but if the Heat want to avoid the play-in, they're going to have to start playing some good basketball over the next couple of weeks. And with that being said, Miami has a tall task today. The Heat are going to be without their captain, Bam Adebayo. He is out with a calf injury tonight. And the Miami Heat are going to start Davion Mitchell, Tyler Herro, Norman Powell, Pelle Larsson, and Kel'el Ware. With Bam out, Andrew Wiggins remains out with that toe injury as well. Hopefully everyone has had a good couple of weeks. Sorry we have been unable to go live, but I had a trip to Florida to see family. I also had to deal with NFL free agency, but we are officially back, ready to roll for the stretch of the season that takes us right in to the postseason. So I hope everybody is ready for that as well. Shout out your city for me down in the comment section. Where are the real ones watching from? Let me know, as we got 30 people watching here in our pregame build-up portion of the show. Bam Adebayo, obviously last Tuesday, having that 83-point historic performance against the Washington Wizards. He was also named Eastern Conference Player of the Week. No surprise there. But as I already mentioned, no Bam for Miami tonight. He is out with calf soreness. Nothing to play with. You don't want to mess around with a calf injury, because if there is a little bit of soreness or any injury, that could lead to a torn Achilles, and we do not want that. Terrence Hill in Midtown Miami. Shout out to Terrence. Juan Herrera is in Miami. Irvine, California for Wasim Khan, a.k.a. Miami, is in Miami. Boca Raton for Slaying Cat. And Tyman in Ohio. Appreciate everybody hanging in with us here on a Tuesday afternoon. I said in the open that we are unable to go live for every game the rest of the season. Why is that? Well, unable to go live on Thursday because we are going to be on our Chat Sports main channel doing a March Madness broadcast for the first 8 games of the tournament. So unable to go live that Thursday evening against the Lakers, but we'll be live on Saturday against the Rockets, next Monday against the Spurs, the 2 Cavs games. So unable to go live Thursday, but we'll be live almost every game after that. The only other time we might miss a game is Final Four night, because I have to do those streams, and maybe the National Championship night on that Monday. But that is TBD. We will see. We have no clue as of right now. Appreciate Gerald watching in Homestead, Florida. Kane Angel in 10:50 p.m. watching from England. Shout out to you, Kane Angel. Heat starting lineup's interesting. Yeah, I mentioned it. Norman Powell returned to the Heat lineup after a 6-game absence on Saturday. He came off of the bench against Orlando. Miami lost that game, but with Bam Adebayo and Andrew Wiggins still out of the lineup, the Heat are putting Norman Powell back into that starting 5 group with Larsson, Ware, Herro, and Davion Mitchell. We'll see how that provides dividends for Miami tonight. We are sponsored by Prize Picks once again. Let's tell you about the sponsor on today's live show. We are sponsored by Prize Picks. The playoff push is heating up and tournament hoops are here. There's no better way to cash in if you're right on the high-flying hoops action than Prize Picks, where it always feels good to be right. Every bucket, every dime, every board and win means more on Prize Picks. And with their brand new Team Picks markets, you can now pick game winners, spreads, and totals on top of the player picks you already know. So cash in if you're right during all the clutch buckets, slam dunks, and Cinderellas this spring with Team Picks on Prize Picks. Now, I still like the good old classic daily fantasy lineup, and I have a daily fantasy lineup in for our March Madness tournament beginning this Thursday. More on Cam Boozer, max discount, half a point. Take advantage of that. More on Jeremy Fears, 17.5 points, and more on Darius Acuff, 35 points, rebounds, assists. More on that. That's my daily fantasy lineup for the first day of the March Madness tournament. Join me and the millions of others on Prize Picks. Download the app today and pick your first game winner, spread, or total as the playoff push rolls on, and get $50 in daily fantasy lineups when you play your first $5 lineup when you use code CLNS. That's code CLNS to get $50 in daily fantasy lineups when you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. It's good to be right. Appreciate Prize Picks for sponsoring today's live show. Who you got? Type MIA for the Heat or CHA for the Hornets. 93% of our live poll is going with the Miami Heat, so a lot of respect for Miami tonight from the Heat Report, which is no surprise here. I'm intrigued to see how they play tonight. Listen, the Hornets have been one of the better teams in basketball over the last 6 weeks. They are extremely dangerous offensively. The Heat defense will have to be on its toes tonight, and that will be no tall task, or no easy task, I should say, with the captain and best defensive player on Miami out tonight with that calf soreness, Bam Adebayo. But the Heat should be able to still score with ease. The Hornets are not a good defensive team. They beat you by scoring more than you, which I know that's the basis of the game, but some teams can beat you by kind of playing good defense and holding you down. Some teams beat you by just outscoring you. And that is how the Hornets play ball. Their goal is to just score as many points as possible. They don't really care that much about defense. If they give up 130, they'll try to score 131. And the Heat, we know they try to hold opponents close to that 110, 115 mark, and then the Heat try to get to that 120 mark. So there's a different style of basketball here being played. The Hornets aren't a big team. They start LaMelo Ball, Brandon Miller, Kon Knueppel, Miles Bridges, and Moussa, Diabate? Diabate? What is it again? It is, Moussa Diabate. So I would expect Miles Bridges to be defended by Larsson. Ware guards Diabate, Norman Powell on Brandon Miller, Herro on Knueppel, Davion Mitchell on LaMelo. That's my guess. I mean, I got to be honest. We don't match up that well with Charlotte with this starting lineup. I said they're not the biggest team because their front court isn't physically imposing, but they've got a lot of size. I mean, LaMelo, point guard at 6'8", Kon Knueppel, 6'5", 6'6", that 2 guard. Brandon Miller, 6'7", 6'8", at that 3 guard spot. So, yeah, they don't have a ton of front court size, but they do have a lot of positional size. And we'll see how Miami handles that with a relatively smaller starting lineup tonight. Pelle Larsson playing the 4, and Norman Powell and Tyler Herro starting alongside Davion Mitchell. It'll be interesting to see how Miami handles that. 75 people in the building. If you're ready for the game today, hit that thumbs up icon. I'm fired up to be back here calling some Miami Heat basketball. It's going to be a blast, as it always is. Haven't done it in a while. Feels good to be back. If you're ready for the game, like the video. Let's get to 50 likes before we tip off. We're at 76. I know Bam is out. I think the Heat are still capable of winning this game. Charlotte is 5.5-point favorites. I don't think that is something crazy. We've seen Miami win as underdogs with a larger total. It's just going to be more difficult. Miami's got to play better defense tonight for sure. That guard trio of Mitchell, Powell, and Herro got to come ready to play, because if they don't, we're going to be in trouble. But I trust Miami to get a win. They need to get a win tonight because it's going to be not easy against the Lakers. They've been hot lately. The Rockets, obviously, in Houston, going to be difficult. San Antonio is the 3rd best team in the NBA record-wise this season. So it's not easy for the Heat to get wins in this next 6-game stretch. You got to get a win tonight. Let's get that like number closer to 50, folks. We're at 23. Can we get the 30 likes right now? Hit that thumbs up icon. I trust us. Come on, hit that like button. Let's get the 30 likes. Let's get the 30, and then we can get the 50. Get the 30, get the 50. Got to get the 30 before you can get the 50. Know a lot of my Heat and Dolphins fans today. It's a tough one with the Jalen Waddle trade news today. Craziness. Been a busy day for your boy. Oh, the OG is in the building. What's up, Brian Aycock? What's up, OG? Missed you on our live show today reacting to the Jalen Waddle trade. Kind of devastated. I'd like to know your thoughts, OG, since we didn't see your thoughts on the live show. A lot of people are split on it. Some people are like, yeah, this was the best move for the Dolphins long term. Some people are understanding of that, but also are kind of sad about trading Waddle away. That's kind of where I lie because he was my favorite player on the team. But Aycock saying go ahead and trade Achane now. Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, I think the Dolphins should just blow it up. But we're going to talk basketball the rest of the way. So appreciate everybody for hanging in with us here today. How are you guys feeling about the Miami Heat right now? Scale it for me down in the comment section, 1 to 10. 10 being you're super confident. 1 being I have no confidence. How are we feeling on the Heat tonight? And really just overall. I mean, since the Heat had Norman Powell go down with injury, I mean, I haven't done, like we didn't do a watch party and the Heat won 7 straight games. And then obviously that win streak got snapped this past Saturday, but we missed 7-8 games. The last game that we had was that we live streamed was that Thursday night game in Philly against the 76ers. The Heat lost that one. They blew it. And then I tweeted out that the Heat have finally broke me. I've given up and I would trade Bam in the offseason if someone comes calling with a good offer. And the Heat rattled off 7 straight wins after that. So I don't know. Maybe the Heat report shouldn't just go live on the channel because it seems like the Heat are better without me. Wasim says 7. Tyson says 6. Slaying Cat 6. Kane Angel 5. Design 6. Juan Herrera so 7 or 6. So I'll put you down for a 6.5. Brian Aycock says we can win 1 playoff series if we get healthy. Yeah, I mean, we're pretty healthy for the most part. Just need Andrew Wiggins and Bam to get back. Hope Wiggins is close. We'll see. Jocelyn says 7. Major says we will not beat athletic, bigger teams like Denver or Orlando unless we get bigger athletic ourselves. Listen, I agree there. Orlando's is a mismatch, man. Orlando's a mismatch. And I've said it multiple times in the past, but the reason for it, it's all in the guard play. Like, the guards over in Orlando, Desmond Bane, Jalen Suggs, when healthy, Franz Wagner, Anthony Black, like, those guards in Orlando are tenacious, they're physical, they're long, they're athletic, they play both sides of the floor, they defend, and that's just the complete, utter opposite of the Heat guards, right? Davion Mitchell, he plays both sides, but he's small, 6 feet. He's fast, but not vertically gifted. Tyler Herro, short arms, not a physical player, not an athletic player. Norman Powell, long, but not that athletic, doesn't play a defense. So you get those 3 guards matched up against our 3 guards, and the Orlando Magic guards just own us. And then you get good performances from Wagner and Paolo Banchero, and it's night-night. So it's just a mismatch. And I've said this. The Heat front court can compete with the Magic front court. Like, I have no issues with Bam, Larsson, Wiggins, Ware. When we play them in terms of Wendell Carter, Wagner, Banchero, that's a fair matchup. The mismatch is and why the Magic are 5-0 against the Heat this year and won the season series last year is because of the guard play. So that's the issue to me. So if you're looking for Heat needs, I mean, I want to get bigger, faster, stronger guards and then probably get some wings. I like our front court. I mean, our front court, Bam, Larsson, and Ware, that's a good front court going into the offseason. But you got to get better on the perimeter in terms of athleticism and more. So that's where I'm looking at, man. That's where I'm looking at in terms of improving in the offseason. So when we get to draft time, no matter where the Heat are drafting, I'm taking a look at guards that can defend, guards that are athletic, can play both sides of the floor. That's what Miami needs. That's what Miami needs, in my opinion. We'll see what happens, though, with the offseason. I also wouldn't sign Norman Powell. I mean, I've been very on that, but if you've watched our videos, I've been very open. I do not think the Dolphins should, or Dolphins, I've got craziness on the brain today. Heat should re-sign Norman Powell in the offseason. We'll see how tonight goes, but Heat won 7 straight games with Norman out of the lineup and Herro in the starting lineup. Norman Powell returns, comes off the bench, and the Heat lose to the Magic. Is it a mismatch? Is that a coincidence? I don't know. Yeah, Coach Sterling, Suggs, Anthony Black. Which guards are outplaying the Heat guards 5 times in a row? I just said those guys. Those two, and Desmond Bane, Jalen Suggs, Anthony Black, Desmond Bane, they outplayed Miami guards almost every time. So, yeah, those are the issues that the Heat have. Their guards aren't big enough, aren't athletic enough. I don't want to beat a dead horse here, but that's the truth. That is the truth. Anyone watching March Madness? You guys excited for March Madness? I've got on my computer Howard and UMBC pulled up right now. Little first 4 action. I love college basketball. We did get a couple super chats. Shout out to Wasim Khan with the $2 super chat. Sup ball, still reeling from jet lag. Let's go Heat. Let's go Wasim. Appreciate you for the super chat, my friend. Jet lag, where'd you go, my friend? Wasim, where were you at? Where were you at? Super chat for today's game. $5 we spin the wheel. $10 we do 10 push-ups. And I'm going to change this. I took some shots earlier. I think we could keep that going if we want to. $20 instead of a beer bong. $20 Heat Report Hall of Fame and shot. That's that. We're going to change it to that. That's what we're doing today. Appreciate any super chat. It'd be greatly appreciated. Wasim was in Saudi Arabia. Oh, goodness. Wasim, hopefully you stayed safe over there. Sounds like you did. You got back. But, I mean, listen, we're not going to talk politics. And that's something I hate to do. But with the world climate, hopefully you're all good. I didn't even notice. Brian Aycock sent a $17 super chat. Oh, for Waddle. For Waddle. I was wondering why the specific $17. That's such an odd amount. But, yeah, understandable now. $17 super chat from Brian Aycock. Appreciate you for supporting me here at the channel as well as Chat Sports. For the $17 super chat, you missed it, OG. We were doing $20 shots on the Jalen Waddle stream earlier today. Pouring it out for Jalen Waddle, but also let's go Heat. Pouring it out for Waddle, let's go Heat. Let's go, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Appreciate you, OG. Appreciate you, Aycock. You're the man. You're the man. What's up, Maddie? Yeah, let me ask this. I know this is off topic and the Heat game is about to start, but listen, I love March Madness more than anything in the world, and I really mean that. Who you got winning March Madness? Who you got winning March Madness? Let me know your thoughts. Who you got winning March Madness? Is that tequila? Yeah, we got the Patron. Got the Patron today. We took 3 shots earlier today. We got sober by then. It's been a while since we were on stream taking those shots, but Brian Aycock's got Arizona over Duke. Called him puke. I'll be honest, I also have the Wildcats winning it all. I picked Arizona to win it all. Wasim's going with Illinois. Wasim, I tell you what, I was so close to picking Illinois to the Final Four. I firmly believe, close your ears, Gator fans, whoever wins potentially that 2-seed, 3-seed game between Illinois and Houston in the Sweet 16, I think will beat Florida in the Elite Eight. I really do believe that. So I think whoever wins Houston, Illinois goes to the Final Four. What's up, Ron Baker? Major says the Gators will go back-to-back. We'll see. They got a good squad. I don't believe in them. I don't like Boogie Flan. I don't like Xavier Lee. I don't think they're that good. Tyson's going to go Arizona. Kane says my Hurricanes won't survive. Listen, I think they'll beat Missouri in round 1, but they probably lose to Purdue in round 2. Ashton Genty's Burners going UConn. I got UConn in my national championship game. I think UConn will actually get to the Elite Eight, and I think that St. John's will beat Kansas in the round of 32. And then I think they will also beat Duke in the Sweet 16 with all of Duke's injuries. I'm going with the Johnnies. Historically, St. John's has done really well against Duke as well. I got St. John's UConn in the Elite Eight in the East region. UConn wins that game, and then we'll be playing Houston in the Final Four. I got UConn beating Houston, and then on the other side, I got Michigan and Arizona. Arizona going to the national championship. Arizona, UConn, Natty. I'm going with the Wildcats. That's my pick. What first-round upsets do I have? I've got South Florida over Louisville in the 11-6. I have VCU over North Carolina in the 11-6. I have Troy over Nebraska in the 13-4. I have Akron over Texas Tech in the 12-5. And I think those are the only upsets I have. Last year, there was only like 7 or 5 double-digit seeds to win or 5 lower-digit seeds to win. This year, I think it's going to be about 7, and those are the 7 that I think. Those are the 7 I think. We are about 3.5 minutes away from getting this game started. If you want the Heat to win today, come on, hit that thumbs up icon. We need to get the like number up, folks. We're only at 32 likes. We got 140 people watching. Hit that like button. Let's get to 50 likes before we tip off. You've got McNeese over Vandy. I got Vandy. I actually think Vandy's really good. I think Vandy's good. I think Vandy wins that game, and I think they get to the Sweet 16, but I do have Florida beating Vanderbilt in the Sweet 16. Come on, let's get to 50 likes before we tip off. We probably got about 3 minutes away until tip-off in Charlotte. Heat and Hornets, big-time game in the Eastern Conference as Miami continues to try to keep pace with Toronto and Orlando, Philadelphia, and ultimately earn the 6th seed or 5th seed in the postseason instead of being a play-in team for the 4th straight year. So hit that thumbs up button. Let's get to 50 likes before tip-off. Come on, we're 9 away. 9 away. I think we get to 50 likes before tip-off very, very easily. Very, very easily, folks. Should be something we do every single game. First watch party in a while. Show me that you missed the watch parties. Get the like numbers up. Let's get to that 50 like number. What's my favorite food? Man, it's a good question. Right now, I'm kind of been in a salmon wave, man. I just love a good salmon. That's my number one thing right now. I love salmon. But it's hard to say no to pizza. If you asked anything in the world, my favorite thing is to eat is cookies. I mean, I'm a cookie guy. Love cookies. Love cookies. We're trying to stream more. Come on, we're 2 likes away from 50. Come on, hit that thumbs up button. Let's get 50 likes. We're 1 like away from 50. While we get to 50 likes, if you're ready for the game, spam those me's. Spam those me's. We got the 52 likes. Now show me you're fired up for the game. About to get tipped off in Charlotte, the Queen City. Miami and the Hornets just played in Charlotte a couple weeks ago. Heat won that game on the road, 128-120, and they look to get another win tonight. Tyler Herro, Glazer, Brian Aycock, Hot Dog, Kane Angel, Jorge, Gemini, Vaden. Spam those me's. Givon. Come on. Show me you're fired up. Ron Baker, Tyson. Starting lineup for the Heat tonight. No Bam Adebayo, no Andrew Wiggins. So we got Pelle Larsson, Kel'el Ware, Tyler Herro, Norman Powell, Davion Mitchell. For Charlotte, Moussa Diabate, Miles Bridges, Brandon Miller, Kon Knueppel, and LaMelo Ball. Hornets are wearing their purple unis tonight. Heat wearing their white unis on the road. We're about ready to get it underway in Charlotte. Now that I know y'all are ready, who you got? Miami or Charlotte? Live poll as well. Fired up to be back here on the channel live. Excited to break down some Heat basketball. Heat got about 15, 14 games left in the year. I forget the exact amount. I think it's like 14 or 13. It's going to be a fun stretch of basketball as we head to the postseason in mid-April. Diabate, Ware, center circle. Tip is up. Tip is won by the Miami Heat. We'll start with Ball. Davion Mitchell defended by LaMelo Ball. Larsson guarded by Miles Bridges. Pick and roll with Kel'el Ware. Larsson finds the back-cutting Powell. Powell gets free, but misses the bank shot. Rebound by the Hornets. LaMelo pushes up ahead. He has it, defended by Ware. Pulls up from 30 feet. No good. And the Heat's lack of Bam Adebayo already coming into factor. Pelle Larsson commits a foul inside as Moussa Diabate had the position for the offensive rebound. So Hornets will have 14 on the shot clock. Side out. Hornets just lost their last game over the weekend to the San Antonio Spurs. Diabate on the elbow, not really a threat from deep. Handoff with Knueppel, his curling three, too strong. Rebound by Mitchell. Miami out and running. Herro driving, takes a bump, fouled in the act of shooting. Kon Knueppel will have the whistle, and Herro will head right to the line for two. Remember, the last time these two teams met, Herro went for 30-plus points, 9 rebounds, 9 assists, and made 8 3-pointers. Herro getting right into the action, aggressively picking up a foul on the rookie Knueppel, who is very likely going to win Rookie of the Year. Herro knocks down the first free throw, and that's how tonight's Heat scoring gets started. Tyler Herro to season low 10 points on Saturday against Orlando. He shot 4 of 14 from the field. Good to see him get off to an aggressive start here early in this one. Herro makes both free throws, and Miami takes a 2-0 lead. 33-9-9 is what Herro had last time. Turnover, Charlotte. Knueppel steps on the out-of-bounds line. Heat go inside. Herro tries to lob it for Ware, and it's knocked out of bounds. We'll stay with Miami on the baseline. Davion Mitchell to inbound, finds a curling Powell. Powell back out to Ware. Ware left alone from 3, unable to connect. Rebound for Charlotte, and now Knueppel brings it up. Melo driving baseline, hanging in the air, misses a shot. Ball falls right to him. He misses again, but Diabate on the putback finish. And that's how Charlotte gets their first bucket of the night. Kel'el Ware inside with a slam. His first score of the night. 120th dunk of the season for Ware. Melo driving. Throws it, and it's going to be another turnover on Charlotte. Good pressure by Davion Mitchell. Force an awkward catch by Brandon Miller. And it's a out-of-bounds dead ball turnover again on Charlotte. Heat were underdogs in this game, 5.5-point dogs. Herro stepping inside, lobbing to Ware. Ware is fouled. Ware causing some havoc so far inside. It'll be side out for Miami. Larsson, straight line drive to the rim, can't finish. Ball volleyballed around and ultimately secured by Charlotte. Knueppel finds some airspace, corner 3, no good. Heat caught a break. Rebound falls to Norman Powell. Davion Mitchell over to Norman. Powell's to the rim, gets inside and gets the little 4-foot floater to fall. LaMelo looking for an answer. Has it. 6-5. Mitchell, step back, mid-range 2. Don't love that shot by Davion, and he misses. Hornets looking for their first lead of the night. Knueppel, 3. Strong. Rebound tracked down Diabate. Another offensive rebound for the Hornets. It's been an issue early. Back tap to LaMelo Ball. His three-pointer. Good. That is 2 threes for LaMelo Ball, and the Hornets have their first lead of the night. Powell looking for an answer. Too strong. The Hornets absolutely controlling the glass here in this one. 8 rebounds compared to Miami's 2. Diabate has position inside, loses it, turnover. Powell forces the strip. Herro in transition, loses it for the 3rd time. This is a chaotic sequence, and Herro pays it off with a bucket. Odd situation there, but Herro hits the little turnaround. He's got 4 points. Brandon Miller shot 2 of 12 in the game against San Antonio. Misses his first shot tonight. Herro guarded by LaMelo Ball. Gets a screen from Ware. Herro swings it, turns it over. Knueppel with the steal. Knueppel will go coast to coast and lay it up and in. That's a bad turnover by Tyler Herro. Quickly the other way comes Miami. Powell inside. Blocked by Diabate. Forced shot by Norman Powell. Oh, what a drive and feed by Bridges. Oh, they're going to wave it off. Travel on Diabate. He shuffled the puppies near the rim. Wow, wide open dunk for Diabate, and he could not put it home before traveling. Charlotte leads 10-8. Powell to the rim, up and under. A lot of contact, no call, and the rebound falls to Diabate. Already has 4 rebounds. Miles Bridges quiet early, drives on Larsson, and finishes to give the Hornets a 4-point lead. Kel'el Ware over to Larsson. Timeout Erik Spoelstra. Spo does not like what he's seen so far in this one. We got almost 300 people watching. If you have not already, hit that sub button. We're starting to ramp up our watch party schedule as the playoff push is officially here. Won't be live on Thursday due to me having to do a March Madness stream, but we'll be live on Saturday against the Rockets and beyond. Let's get to 27,300. We're 12 away. 12 subscribers away. Hit that sub button. Hit that sub button. Let's get to 27,300. If you're a March Madness fan, the Howard Bulls and UMBC Retrievers are playing in the first 4 to kick off the NCAA tournament. Howard leads 36-30. I got that game on my second monitor. Boy, do I love me some college basketball. Do I love March Madness. Nine subscribers away from 27,300. Appreciate everybody who's joined the channel. It's going to be a lot of fun over the next couple of weeks. Going to be a lot of fun over the next couple of weeks. Jocelyn says, I don't like the fact Ware is our biggest player, and I'm not saying his name a lot, referencing that he hasn't had such an impact today so far. Don't disagree. It's been I need Ware to be better on the glass. I mean, we're getting killed on the boards. Killed. 10-4. And it's only been 5 minutes. Need to be better on the glass. Need to be better. Diabate's already got 2 points, 4 boards, and a couple blocks. Heat have it down 4. 12-8. Herro driving, kicking. It's going to be a Ware right wing 3. No good. Ware already 0 for 2 from beyond the arc. Bridges, straight line drive to the rim. Gets position and is blocked. Nope, goaltend on Kel'el Ware. So Kel'el Ware now 0 for 2 from 3 and called for the goaltend. Hornets on a 12-2 run over the last 3 minutes. Herro gets space inside, hangs, but leaves the floater short. Gets the rebound, rips it away from Diabate. Finds a cutting Larsson, lobbed to Ware, blocked. I mean, Ware's been awful tonight. But the Hornets turn it over. Oh, a late whistle on Pelle Larsson. They called him for a foul, grabbing Diabate inside. Josh Green checking in. Jaime Jaquez and Simone Fontecchio in as well. Brandon Miller trailed by Jaquez. Thrown inside to Diabate. Kicked out to Josh Green. Green to the rim. Corner 3, Miles Bridges. No. Ball loose. Scrambled for. Davion Mitchell corrals. Heat have numbers if they push. Jaquez is pushing. Finds Fontecchio inside for the slam. Defense to offense there for Miami. LaMelo Ball missing the 3. Jaquez with the rebound. Jaquez inside, turns it over. Miles Bridges in transition, spinning to the rack and missing the dunk. Oh, Heat catch a break. Herro the other way. Davion Mitchell to the rim. Banks it home. Oh, a 4-point swing as Bridges misses the dunk and Mitchell gets room service the other end. Five minutes to go in quarter number 1. 2-point Hornets lead. LaMelo Ball, pair of threes early in this game, kicks to Bridges. His three-pointer, no. Ware with the rebound. Outlet Jaquez. Jaime. Been into the action early. Herro fouled. They're going to say on the floor. Herro fouled on the floor. Will be side out for Miami. Substitutions for Charlotte. Grant Williams checks in. Kel'el Ware driving on Diabate. Find a cutting Herro. Herro lays it up and in. Herro now with 6 points. Timeout Charlotte with 4:40 to go. We're all even at 14 in this first quarter. Herro leading the way offensively so far. Love what I've seen from Tyler and his activity level in this one. Getting to the rack, getting to the free throw line. 4:41 to go. Heat tied with Charlotte, 14 all. Tell you about our sponsor on today's live show. We are sponsored by Prize Picks. The playoff push is heating up and tournament hoops are here. There's no better way to cash in if you're right on the high-flying hoops action than Prize Picks, where it always feels good to be right. Every bucket, every dime, every board and win means more on Prize Picks. And with their brand new Team Picks markets, you can now pick game winners, spreads, and totals on top of the player picks you already know. So cash in if you're right during all the clutch buckets, slam dunks, and Cinderellas this spring with Team Picks on Prize Picks. Now, I still like the good old classic daily fantasy lineup, and I have a daily fantasy lineup in for our March Madness tournament beginning this Thursday. More on Cam Boozer. Max discount, half a point. Take advantage of that. More on Jeremy Fears, 17.5 points, and more on Darius Acuff, 35 points, rebounds, assists. More on that. That's my daily fantasy lineup for the first day of the March Madness tournament. Join me and the millions of others on Prize Picks. Download the app today and pick your first game winner, spread, or total as the playoff push rolls on, and get $50 in daily fantasy lineups when you play your first $5 lineup when you use code CLNS. That's code CLNS to get $50 in daily fantasy lineups when you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. It's good to be right. Appreciate Prize Picks. The Hornets need a timeout. Spam those fireball emojis. Miami evens this one up after falling behind by 6. A little 6-0 spurt by the Heat. Spam those fireballs. Frankie Baby music getting it going in the chat. Howard opening up a 43-30 lead on UMBC. Big time shot by the Retrievers there to pull within 10. Mannix, Juan Herrera, all spamming those fireball emojis. Well, I'm glad that our broadcast didn't just show what happened. Apparently, Brandon Miller just hit a three. Heat down three. They didn't show it. That's fucking ridiculous. I hate our broadcast. I love Erik Reed. I like John Crotty. I hate our broadcast. I like our announcers. The broadcast sucks. And the Heat turn it over. What are we doing? Ryan Kalkbrenner, the rookie out of Creighton, checks in for Charlotte. Kobe White has it. He'll launch a three. No good. Kel'el Ware rebounds that time. Herro inside. A lot of contact. Turnover. Bodies hitting the deck. Brandon Miller probing inside. Good defense by Fontecchio. Forces a kick out to Kobe White. White fouled by Davion Mitchell. I don't know if that's going to be in the act of shooting or on the floor. Ooh, Tyler Herro kind of slipped and fell there. Hopefully the ankle is all right. Looks like he's fine, but he kind of turned his ankle a little bit as he stepped on the foot of a Hornet defender. Kobe White makes the first free throw. How about Keshad Johnson checking in? Both free throws good, 19-14. Keshad Johnson with a three. That's no good. Keshad Johnson, backup center for Miami tonight with no Adebayo. Nikola Jovic is active, but we'll see if he plays. Foul, and there'll be free throws for Charlotte. Grant Williams misses the free throw. Wow, they just sent the broadcast. Hornets, this is the first of a 7-game homestand. Tyler Herro subs out. Norman Powell back in. Grant Williams makes the second free throw as Jakucionis checks in. 2014, excuse me. Fontecchio with a right wing three. Too strong. Rebound, Miami. Kicks out. Keshad Johnson to the rim. And an up and under slam. Johnson showcasing that athleticism. Brandon Miller attacking Fontecchio. Little turnaround 10-foot jumper comes up short. Rebound Powell. Here comes Jakucionis. Powell with a drive to the rim. Drop off Keshad Johnson. Kick out to Kaz. Jakucionis lines up a three. Way off. But a steal for Miami. And an extra. Oh, he'd almost turn it over. It'll still be side out. What's up, bro? Sion James checks in. Rookie out of Duke. Keshad Johnson driving on Kalkbrenner. Throws it out to Powell. Both teams are shooting 7 of 21. Hornets have made more threes and got to the line. Jaquez driving on Grant Williams. Step back 10-foot jumper. What a pretty move. Jaime Jaquez Jr. pulls Miami within 2. Jaquez averaging 22 points in the 3 games against Charlotte this year. This is the final matchup between these two teams. Kalkbrenner misses inside, gets his own rebound, puts it up and in. That's an issue. Miami, without Ware on the floor, severely undersized. Fontecchio open, corner 3. Good! Charlotte falls asleep. The rookie Jakucionis finds the Italian. Kobe White, quick drive the other way. Euro steps it home. (24-21). Fontecchio curling 3. Had space but could not connect. Kobe White driving, lobbing. Brandon Miller open on the baseline drive dunk. 1 minute to play in this first quarter. Heat down 5. Missing Adebayo tonight. Keshad Johnson, quick 3. Knocks it home. Keshad Johnson with 5 points off the bench here in the first quarter. Two-point Hornets lead. Brandon Miller, Euro step. Weird, awkward floater, no good. Good box out Keshad Johnson, and he could tie or take the lead here. With 20 seconds to go, there is a 6-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Powell isolated on Brandon Miller. The Hornets bring 2. Powell driving. Foul. In the act of shooting. Oh, they're going to say on the floor, actually? What are they saying here? They say on the floor, so with that foul, Heat will now have final possession of the quarter. 5 on the clock. Powell has it. Deep 3 over Sion James. No. Rebound battled for, picked up, half quarter by Charlotte. No. And that ends the first period tonight. Heat trail by 2, 26-24, in a back-and-forth matchup between 2 Eastern Conference opponents. As you look at the stats from that first quarter, both teams shot 10 of 26. Difference in this one more made 3 by the Hornets and one more free throw by the Hornets as well. That's the difference in this one, folks. That's why it's 2-point difference. One free throw and 1 point. I will say, Miami, if they want to win this one, need to be better on the glass. Out-rebounded by 5 there. They have allowed 2 more offensive rebounds. Understandable with no Bam Adebayo, but you got to be better. Is Ware starting? Ware started today. Anomaly says, Nick, shut the fuck up and give the score. Well, how about you use your fucking eyes? I won't stand for that nonsense from you. Use your eyes. Got 80 likes on the stream. Let's get to 100 during the first quarter break here. 20 away. You want the Heat to win today? Hit that thumbs up icon. We got about 400 people in the building. We should easily be at 100 likes. We're 20 away. Hit that like button. What's up, Apachito? All right, about to get back here in the second quarter. Hit that thumbs up icon. 10 likes away. Heat down by 2, but apparently we're down 5 because our scoreboard decided to update way quicker than usual. It's going to be a Kon Knueppel 3 from the right wing. Jakucionis over to Jaquez. Fontecchio curling towards the rim. Hits the little left-hand floater. Fontecchio, the Italian off the bench, was 7 tonight. Oh, they're saying, no, that's 7 points for Fontecchio. Yeah. Erik Reed just said 5. I was like, he had a dunk 3 and then that. That's 7. Foul on the floor. Norman Powell, a little handsy, getting physical with Kon Knueppel. Apachito says that hoodie cold. Hey, I appreciate it. We were very busy today here at the studios with the Jalen Waddle Dolphins trade earlier today. That's why I'm wearing Dolphins gear. It's because I had to do a lot of stuff on our Dolphins channel. Kalkbrenner, top of the key, defended by Keshad Johnson. About, what, a 6-inch differential in height there? And Kalkbrenner off the pick and roll inside with the slam. Jakucionis drive on LaMelo Ball. Fouled. The rookie drawing the foul. Good drive to the rim. Jakucionis at the line makes the first. I just love what the rookie has brought to the table here in the back half of the season. I wish he got more opportunities in the first couple months of the year. I'll be honest, I really people know how high I was on him coming out of the draft and when the Heat drafted him. And even though his role on Miami isn't what I thought it would be, I thought he would do a lot of ball handling, pick and roll, ball handler work. It's been more off-ball shooter and is a connecting guard, but he's excelled at it. Excited to see him continue to grow. 3-point Hornets lead, 5 on the shot clock. Charlotte's possession going nowhere. Bridges now attacks Jaquez, unable to finish. Offensive rebound, Kalkbrenner kicked out to LaMelo. His corner three, no good. Jakucionis tracks down the rebound, and it's knocked out of bounds, but will stay with Miami. LaMelo 2 of 5 from beyond the arc, made 2 of his first 3. Jaquez to a curling Fontecchio, back to Jaime. Jaquez kicks to Keshad Johnson. Johnson out to Jakucionis, back to Keshad. Wide open 3, no good. Rebound, Jakucionis gets it amongst the crowd, out to Keshad for 3! Keshad Johnson with a team-high 8 points off the bench. And how about the rookie Jakucionis mucking it up inside, creating an opportunity for Miami? Kon Knueppel gets position and banks it home. Keshad feeling it, lines up another 3. Hits it again! Keshad Johnson with 3 triples. He's got 11 points. Kon Knueppel with the answer. No. Rebound. Norman Powell corrals. Here comes Miami. Keshad Johnson. Heat check. Oh, no good. That would have been crazy. Kon Knueppel to the rim. Good seal by Kalkbrenner. Kon Knueppel misses the bunny. A surprising miss by the rookie of the year. Miami in transition. Jaquez to the rack. Can't connect. A lot of contact. LaMelo the other way, picked up by Jakucionis. Kaz has been a good defender, but gets called for the reach-in foul there. Keshad Johnson shooting it with confidence tonight. Diabate, top of the key. Handoff to Kon Knueppel. Back to Diabate. Beautiful play there by Charles Lee and Charlotte. And they get the easy dunk inside to go back in front. Keshad Johnson can't be stopped. The other way he gets inside and finishes. He's got 13. Kobe White with a pull-up 3. Bottoms. Defense got to be better there. Too easy. Jakucionis spinning inside, hanging and banking. How about the 2 youngins off the bench, Jakucionis and Johnson, the 2 KJs. Bridges missing inside. Rebound, Johnson. Fontecchio driving to the rim. Blocked by Bridges. It will stay with Miami as it goes out of bounds. What a drive, spin, hang finish by Jakucionis on Kobe White. Jakucionis to inbound, finds a cutting Fontecchio. He's fouled by Kobe White. And it'll be 2 free throws for Simone. That was a great pass by Jakucionis on the inbounds. Bounce pass on the money to the Italian. This is Keshad Johnson's 41st career game in the NBA, and he is making it his best. Fontecchio makes the first free throw. It's been the Heat's bench making the difference so far in this one. Jakucionis, Johnson, and Simone combining for 25 of the Heat's 39 points. Kel'el Ware subs in. Johnson goes back to the bench. Make it 26 of the 40 Heat points as Simone now has 9, makes both free throws. LaMelo Ball left alone. Can't do that. Jakucionis finds a curling Powell. Midi jumper off the catch. No good. Norman struggling tonight. 1 of 6 from the field. LaMelo looking for a 4-3. Comes up short. And a lot of contact as Knueppel fouls Powell on the rebound. Heat trail by 1. Larsson, Jakucionis, Fontecchio, Powell, and Ware. Powell driving to the rim. Drop off to Ware. Kicked out to Jakucionis. Fontecchio now to the rim. Fontecchio's been hot tonight. He is fouled by LaMelo Ball. That is LaMelo Ball's second foul. Fontecchio with 9 points off the bench will head to the charity stripe. Fontecchio's been really good off the bench tonight for Miami. 500 people watching. If you have not already, join the channel. I'm Nick Roloff. We'll be going live for almost every game the rest of the season and into the postseason. Won't be live on Thursday, but we'll be live over the weekend against the Rockets, as well as next Monday against the Spurs. We'll have you covered for the playoff push here and into the offseason. Will be a critical offseason with the draft, with the free agency, potential the trade market. Heat will need to make a lot of changes this offseason. We'll see what they do, and we'll have you covered every step of the way. Theodore says a loss tonight will have us tied with the Hawks and Sixers. Dude, the Hawks can't lose. It's actually pretty wild. The Hawks simply can't lose. They beat the Magic last night. Magic are going to lose again. They're getting beat by 16 at home tonight against the Thunder. I mean, the Hawks are the hottest team in basketball right now. Nickeil Alexander had 41. The Wizards are battling with the Pistons tonight. Knicks on against the Pacers. I mean, listen, it's a big game for Miami. 76ers play the Nuggets, but the Hawks are right on our tails, man. So the Hawks have to start being considered as a threat. The Hawks right now are a game behind the Heat. So we wouldn't be tied with the Hawks if a loss, because the Hawks don't play tonight. We would be 38-31. They'd be 37-31. So we'd be a half game back on the Hawks. And it'd be a half game up on the Sixers as well, with a loss tonight. Unless the Sixers win against the Nuggets. Well, all right, stop spamming, dude. Five-minute timeout. Fontecchio at the line misses the first. So Heat won't reclaim the lead here. Simone does tie it up, though. 41-0. Herro back in, Norman Powell out. Miles Bridges finds a Kobe White who kicks it back out to Bridges. 3 on the shot clock. White from deep, no good. Rebound Miami. Fontecchio up ahead to Jakucionis. Jakucionis, that's a lot of contact. How is that not a foul? What the fuck are we doing? Jakucionis got smacked. And the Hornets turn it over, stepping on the sidelines. How is that not a foul? Jakucionis just got murdered. Ridiculous. Still tied at 41. 6 minutes to go here in the first half. Larsson, he's been quiet tonight. Gets to the rim and misses the bank shot. Ware with the rebound. Fouled. There you go, Kel'el. Way to assert yourself into this game. Ware with the foul inside will go to the line for 2 free throws. That's what I like to see out of my 7-footer. But we need more consistency of that, man. He's been non-existent today, starting for Adebayo, who has been dealing with calf soreness and don't want to push a calf injury. Ware puts Miami in front with the first free throw. Ware misses the second. Heat are 8 of 10 at the free throw line tonight. Charlotte 3 of 4. Diabate hands it off to Brandon Miller. Miller curling elbow jumper. No good. Good rebound there inside by Tyler Herro. Herro crossing over, driving, takes some contact, stops. Oh, how does that not stay in? That ball was 70% down, but popped out. Kobe White now the other way. Hits a jumper to put Charlotte in front. Davion Mitchell driving on Miller, finds a back-cutting Larsson. Larsson has position on White, goes up, strong foul. I mean, thank God, my goodness. It's a bunch of missed calls here early, but we finally get one. Larsson with a chance to put Miami back in front. Larsson evens it up at 43. Larsson makes both. He'd have gone to the line a decent amount tonight. Brandon Miller, been quiet, kicks it over to Grant Williams. 5 on the shot clock. Miller's got to do something. Makes a running lefty layup, no good. Rebound inside, battled for, still loose. It goes out of bounds. It will stay with Charlotte. Kel'el Ware is playing so soft. Dude, Kel'el, I need you to get physical, man. I mean, I know you're battling in there, but, like, can we get a little bit more physicality out of you, dude? No, YouTube pushes them automatically. Kobe White, 4 on the shot clock. Step back over Herro, goes. Larsson spinning, pump fake, kicks out to Davion. His three-point attempt, no good. White from the parking lot, no. Rebound by Herro. 4 minutes to go. Herro pitch ahead pass to Jaquez. Fouled. Kobe White commits it. Kobe White's third foul. Gone. Heater in the bonus. So Jaquez at the line, makes the first. It's been a battle between two of the better teams in the Eastern Conference over the last couple months. Miami back in front, playing without Bam Adebayo tonight. LaMelo Ball to the rim. Knocks down the floater as both teams trade buckets. LaMelo Ball now in the double figures. Jaquez spinning. Oh, pretty move. The whirling dervish inside for Jaime Jaquez Jr. He's very well on track to become sixth man of the year. LaMelo Ball, three, no. Rebound, Josh Green, but came down out of bounds. Sixth turnover on the Hornets tonight. Larsson, good pump fake, drive to the rim, hanging, fouled. Larsson going to the line. Beautiful move by Powell. The pump fake, drive, and hang, that is pretty basketball. Larsson misses the first free throw. Larsson gets the second. 2-point Heat lead. LaMelo Ball, I think, just got hit in the nuts. He hit the deck. And he's holding his nuts. LaMelo still down, holding that groin area. Oh, Davion, little handsy. Certainly shouldn't be a flagrant, but we'll see. These officials are pretty bad. UMBC trails by 13 to Howard. Look at the game, man. Heat just getting outshot from three. That's the difference. Still up because they're able to get to the free throw line tonight. But, man, Heat are 4 games up on the Hornets for the 10 seed. Game up on both the Hawks and Sixers. Hawks are 10-0 in their last 10 games. The Hawks lost to the Heat at home coming out of the All-Star break and have not lost since. Wow, they upgraded that to a flagrant. These officials are fucking terrible. Free throw and ball for the Hornets. These officials are horrible. Ball don't lie. Misses the free throw. He gets 2 of them, though, because it's a flagrant. Makes the second. So, Heat up 1, 49-48, 3:07 to go. Kon Knueppel has it. LaMelo curling, driving, swinging. It's Grant Williams. Williams puts his head down. Tough fadeaway jumper. Are you serious? Grant fucking Williams. Are you serious? Hornets go back in front. Larsson, Euro stepping to the rim. Banks it home. Pretty move by Pelle Larsson. He's got 5 points. Larsson defending Ball. Ball with an elbow pull-up. Wow, tough finish. That was good defense. Larsson working on Knueppel, spinning inside, fouled. Larsson going right to the line. Larsson is just taking it to this Charlotte defense. We're going to have a timeout on the floor, second timeout of the quarter. It'll give us an opportunity to tell you about our sponsor with 2:15 to go here in the first half. We are sponsored by Prize Picks. The playoff push is heating up and tournament hoops are here. There's no better way to cash in if you're right on the high-flying hoops action than Prize Picks, where it always feels good to be right. Every bucket, every dime, every board and win means more on Prize Picks. And with their brand new Team Picks markets, you can now pick game winners, spreads, and totals on top of the player picks you already know. So cash in if you're right during all the clutch buckets, slam dunks, and Cinderellas this spring with Team Picks on Prize Picks. Now, I still like the good old classic daily fantasy lineup, and I have a daily fantasy lineup in for our March Madness tournament beginning this Thursday. More on Cam Boozer. Max discount, half a point. Take advantage of that. More on Jeremy Fears, 17.5 points. And more on Darius Acuff, 35 points, rebounds, assists. More on that. That's my daily fantasy lineup for the first day of the March Madness tournament. Join me and the millions of others on Prize Picks. Download the app today and pick your first game winner, spread, or total as the playoff push rolls on. And get $50 in daily fantasy lineups when you play your first $5 lineup when you use code CL for sponsoring today's live show. That's our super chat menu tonight. $5, we spin the wheel. $10, we do 10 push-ups. $20, we do the Heat Report Hall of Fame and take a shot. Any super chats greatly appreciated. All right, time to get back in action as Larsson makes the free throw to put Miami back even with Charlotte. Larsson's earned a lot of trips to the line tonight. Larsson puts Miami in front by 1. $18 lead changes so far in this one. And make it 19 as the Hornets get an alley-oop dunk inside. Jaquez out to Keshad Johnson. Swung to Norman Powell. Herro in the corner. Gets the chair pulled on him. Throws it out to Powell. Turnover. Chaotic sequence there. Not good. Hornets have numbers. 3-on-2. Josh Green. Kick out 3. No. Rebound down to Moussa Diabate. Heater getting out-hustled. Grant Williams from 3. Good. Embarrassing effort from Miami tonight. Disgusting. Undersized and not giving enough effort. Down 4. Herro driving on Green. Hanging. Floater. Foul. Herro goes to the line. Herro makes that. Fontecchio, who has had a good first half, subs in with 1:11 to go. Heat down 2. Minute to go in this first half. LaMelo Ball. Fouled. It will be on the floor. So side out. LaMelo Ball, top of the key. Probing, driving inside. Blocked by Keshad Johnson. But throws it away as he was about to fall out of bounds. But what a break. The ball hits LaMelo Ball, who was out of bounds when it was thrown in. What a break for Miami. Norman Powell has been bad tonight. Finally gets a bucket inside. And we're tied at 57. 7-second differential between the shot clock and game clock, which means the Heat will probably get the final possession. Ball, fouled. What are you doing? Such a bad foul. Hornets are in the bonus. LaMelo's going to the line. Ball makes the first. and gets the second. Down 2, 6 seconds to go. Herro off the curl throws it away. All right, so nothing happens. I wanted to wait to see what happened before I called that. The Hornets turned it over. Keshad Johnson picked it up and fired a 3. I don't think it would have counted if it went in. It did not go in anyway. That's the half in Miami. I guess I should say in Charlotte, but a game between Miami and Charlotte. Grade the Heat first half as they're down 2. Grade the Heat's first half, down 2. I see B, I see C, C, B plus, C. I would give it a C plus. Down 2. I don't think they've been playing well, but they're hanging in there. No Bam, no Wiggins, not easy. No Bam, no Wiggins, that's not easy. JW says C, Gerald says D. Ugh. Grab my little knee. Heat down 2. B minus for hanging in. That's why I give it a C plus. Not good, but they're hanging in there. They're battling. And that's all you can ask for is the battle. When you don't have your best player, you just got to try to battle. Stay in there, hang in there, and make some plays late. That's the goal. We'll go through some stats here in the first half. Tyler Herro, 8 points. 3 turnovers, not ideal. 2 of 5 from 3. Jakucionis showing some nice things off the bench as always. Larsson really aggressive getting to the rim tonight. He's got 5 made free throws. I believe he's 5 of 6 from the line. Davion Mitchell hasn't done much tonight. 2 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist. Norman Powell's really struggled. 4 points, 2 of 8 shooting, 0 for 2 from 3. It's not good basketball by Norman Powell. If it wasn't for the Heat bench and unsung heroes, this would be a blowout. Simone Fontecchio with 10 points off the bench has been huge. How about Keshad Johnson with a team-high 13 points in the first half, 5 of 9 shooting, hit 3 triples. Unbelievable work by Keshad Johnson off the bench tonight. Jaime Jaquez Jr. with 6 points, 4 assists. He was crucial coming off the bench for Miami. And if we're just going to be honest here, folks, Kel'el Ware needs to be better. Needs to be better. This is not a good game from Kel'el. 3 points, 4 rebounds. A lot of you guys were a part of the crew that says, Ware better than Bam. Ware needs to be playing more minutes. And he's been given an opportunity tonight, and he looks lackadaisical. He isn't giving effort. He's not battling inside, and he's not playing physical enough. Kel'el needs to be better. Just an unacceptable first half from your second-year center. Unacceptable. Especially in a game that you are undersized and undermanned in, you got to come out firing, man. You got to come out firing if you're Kel'el Ware. You got to show, yeah, I should be getting more opportunities. Instead, he comes out flat and he's getting beat inside. He'd out-rebound by 3. 2 offensive rebounds for Charlotte compared to Miami's 5. Got to be better. Got to be better, man. You think we're going to OT? Maybe. Give him a B without Bam. Hey, no excuses. Next man up. Next man up. Bench has been what has kept Miami in it. Watching this Howard UMBC game, Howard went up 14, but UMBC making a little bit of a run up, only down 8. Well, UMBC just keeps on turning the ball over. That's probably not going to get you back in this one. That's probably not going to do it. Yo, TZA, I don't disagree with that really that much, man. This is why I've been critical of Kel'el Ware a ton, and it's why I've been saying the people that think he's better than Bam and should be playing more than him are just crazy. Bam has his issues for sure, but you can't question his effort on a night. He is giving it to you 1,000% every night. And that is something I can appreciate and respect. Can't miss free throws when you're trying to come back in a March Madness game. Can't happen. UMBC down 9, 69-60. High scoring game. Should Miami play Nico? I wouldn't go that far. Keshad Johnson's been really good tonight. Keep on riding with him. Keep on riding it, man. He's been playing phenomenal ball tonight. Keep that going. UMBC still coming back, only down 7. They're battling. Boy, do I love March. The madness is here. I just love True TV and how they don't do anything until March. They just do reruns of all of these shows, and then it's March Madness time. It's sick. It's incredible. UMBC down 6. They were down 14. see if the Heat are going to be able to get a big road win today without their captain Adebayo. No Andrew Wiggins as well. It'd be a huge win. Wow, big three from Howard. Pretty sure the Heat are 3-0 against Charlotte this year, right? I think so. I think we're going to get back in action soon. Just a break. I think one last commercial break. Oh, turnover, Howard. Here comes UMBC. Here comes UMBC. Oh, almost another turnover. I tell you what, these UMBC retrievers have a turnover issue. They save it, though, and they hit a bucket. They're down 5. From down 14 to down 5. Howard's led almost the entire game, but the retrievers out of the American East on the way back. Wow. And UMBC gets a stop. 6 straight made shots from UMBC. I think they just missed one. My thing glitched. I freaking hate it. The streaming thing is so spotty. I hate it. All right, I think we're close to getting back in action here in half number 2. Important 24 minutes ahead of us. It's been an absolute battle, and it's been close the entire way. How about Keshad Johnson's performance tonight, man? 13 points off the bench. Leading scorer for Miami. It's crazy. I don't think we would have had Keshad Johnson leading scorer for Miami in the first half on our bingo cards. Don't think we had that, folks. Don't think we had that. Going to need better second halves from both Tyler Herro and Norman Powell. Those two have combined for 12 points on 4 of 13 shooting. That just isn't good enough. Just isn't good enough. LaMelo Ball and Kobe White have combined for 27. Wow. LaMelo's got the most points in this one. He's got 16 for Charlotte. All right, second half going to get underway here. Hornets start the second half with the ball. Heat will get it in the fourth quarter. Knueppel gets to the rim and immediately scores to put the Hornets up 4. Norman Powell off a curl over to Davion. Davion probing. Resets it to Larsson. Larsson three-pointer. In and out. LaMelo step back three over Powell. No good. Rebound Kel'el Ware. Ware with a trailing three. No, short. Flat shot by Ware. It's been flat all night. He's been flat. Brandon Miller, top of the key. Gets a screen. He's been quiet. He gets it off a give and go with Kon Knueppel and drains it. And the Heat trail by 7. Davion Mitchell left open from 3. Too strong. The Heat have really struggled from beyond the arc tonight. Biggest lead of the game for Charlotte here. LaMelo to the rim, knocks it home. Timeout, Spo. I mean, just an absolute awful, awful start to the second half. Just no effort from the starters tonight, man. No effort from the starters tonight. No effort. And I can't stand it. Miami Heat starters have been awful tonight. Awful. Hit that sub button if you haven't already, as we work our way closer to 27,400. Just, I mean, Kel'el Ware tonight has been so frustrating. They can't guard. They can't score tonight. It's got to be better, man. Wow, Howard back up 10 with 5.5 to go. Nope. Stream froze. I didn't know there was a UFC event coming to Miami. That's cool. All right, here we go. Back in action. See if the Heat come out better here out of the timeout. Well, Kel'el Ware misses another 3. He's been awful. He has been fucking terrible. Heat down 9. Hornets on a 7-0 run. Ware with a good rebound that time. Heat are 4 of 21 from 3 as Davion Mitchell gets inside and hits a little 4-footer. First bucket of the half for Miami. Miles Bridges inside out to Brandon Miller. His three-pointer, no. And then Norman Powell gets beat on the boards. Just fucking Norman Powell. I can't stay. I'm so done with Norman Powell. I really do. It was a fun little honeymoon phase. He really isn't that good. Diabate, handoff, Miller. Miller to the rim. Finishes. No, you can't finish. It's a bad miss by Miller. Ware driving to the rim. That was just a terrible shot. He fucking is awful. Bridges, swooping hook shot. No. Long rebound, Herro. Herro out and running. Herro finds a cutting Powell inside. Powell fouled. I mean, this has been a putrid performance. Six-point game. Diabate, top of the key, handoff, Knueppel. Knueppel, high-stepping inside and one. Eight-point Heat deficit. Kon Knueppel is really good, to be fair. Both free throws good for Charlotte. 9-point lead, 69-60. Larsson swooping, hanging, and finishing. Larsson with a pretty move. But the Heat don't get back. Luckily, Diabate drops it out of bounds. How are we getting beat? How are we getting beat? Got lucky that he dropped it. That's unbelievable. Norman Powell to the rim. Floater. Finishes. Couple straight buckets here from Miami as the lead shrinks to 5. Knueppel's been impactful here in the third quarter. Banks another one home. He's not just a three-point shooter, folks. He can do it anywhere. Now 14 points for Knueppel. And the ball must have hit some liquids in the stands because they need to wipe this puppy down. Erik Spoelstra is letting the official have it. For what? I don't know. But we're about to resume play here. The ball is officially dried up. As Spo continues to give it to the official. I really don't know what he's complaining about right now. Norman Powell, baseline drive, double teamed, loses it. It will stay with the Heat. LaMelo Ball touched it last. Norman Powell has been bad tonight. Him and Ware. Oof. Davion Mitchell trying to get it in, gets it to Larsson. Larsson throws up a wild shot, but a foul will be called on Knueppel. That's Kon Knueppel's, I think, fourth. And that is a big play there by Larsson to get the fourth foul whistled on the rookie from Duke. A little bit of a flop, I'll add, but I'll take it. Larsson makes the first. He's been active at the line tonight. And Pelle commits and connects on both. Heat are 20 of 24 at the line. Larsson is 7 of 8. Sion James hounded by Larsson. Heat go to a zone look defensively. LaMelo splits the top, kicks out to Bridges. And Davion Mitchell is called for a reach-in foul. Kobe White in. He had a good first half. Drops into Diabate. Diabate missing inside. Rebound Miami. He'd have 5-on-4. Powell driving to the rim. Running bank shot. Fouled. And it will be 2 more free throws coming for Miami. The Heat have made a living tonight at the line. I originally didn't love the shot. Good thing a whistle. Powell missed the free throw. He's been awful. He has actually been awful. He misses both. Get this fucking guy off my team. I'm sick of him. LaMelo Ball. Inside. Easy lob and dunk for Kalkbrenner. Bad perimeter defense. Just terrible. Norman Powell to the rim inside. Gets the floater to go. Halfway through this third quarter, Kobe White catch and shoot 3. No good. Herro with the board. Herro pushing the pace for Miami. Finds Powell. Left wing 3. Finally, Norman Powell does something. Heat back within 2. This is where it was at the half. Herro gets blown by. Heat in rotation. LaMelo Ball inside, floater. I mean, Herro just caused that because how bad he is defensively. Tyler Herro couldn't break down Sion James, and now the Heat reset with Larsson, and Larsson just throws it away. (75-71) Hornets lead. LaMelo turns it over. Herro with the steal. Herro driving, getting to the rim, hanging. Beautiful drive and finish. Tyler Herro. Herro now in double digits. Sion James inside. I mean, could Ware be any more of a little kid? He's so little. This guy plays so fucking soft, it's annoying. Herro driving. A lot of contact. Foul. That's Kobe White. That's his 4th. I mean, Kel'el Ware has just been so soft. Herro knocks down the free throw. Kel'el Ware heads to the bench. Honestly, I know we need size out there, but he's been so bad, I don't even think it's that big of a deal he's not out there. 2-point game, 77-75, 5 minutes to go in this third. Keshad Johnson, who's been awesome tonight, back in. LaMelo Ball rips home a 3. 4th 3 of the game from LaMelo. Larsson driving on Kobe White, kicks it out to Davion, and Mitchell slips and the ball goes out of bounds. Another 3. Kobe White drains it. He's been awesome off the bench tonight for Charlotte. Herro looking for the answer. Connects. First 3 of the game for Tyler Herro. He'd have not made many triples tonight. Herro now with 15. Illegal screen. Sion James going the other way for Miami. That was a tough shot by Tyler Herro over Sion James. Sion James, quick stint, checks back out for Charlotte. Larsson left open, miscommunication by the Hornets, and he drains the triple. Heat back within 2. Heat now catching fire from beyond the arc. A turnover. Oh, they're going to call a foul off the ball as Grant Williams hit the deck. Backdoor cut by Herro freed up Larsson. NBC cuts it to 2. Two-point game in both March Madness and here in the NBA. Coby White stepped through and won. Big time bucket. Coby White converts, the three-point play. He's got 17 off the bench. Dru Smith checking in alongside Jakucionis. Herro pull up midi. Too strong. And then Keshad Johnson commits a foul. Charlotte is in the bonus, so free throws coming for the Hornets. If you haven't already, please help me out. Hit that thumbs up icon if you haven't already. 600 people watching. Let's get to 200 likes. We're at 143. Takes 1 second. Greatly appreciated. 5-point Heat deficit. 3:12 remaining in this third quarter. Coby White makes the free throw. Makes both. Down 7. Coby White's been really good tonight, man. Dru Smith in the game for the first time, driving. Kicks it back out to Jaquez. Jaime with a pump fake. Drive, kick. Keshad Johnson, open 3. No good. Rebound, Charlotte. Coby White in transition. Pull up 3. Wow, he's nuclear. Timeout, Miami. Heat down 10. Timeout, Spo. Jakucionis got hit in the face. They missed a call. He's bleeding. Brutal. Brutal. Well, we'll tell you about our sponsor on today's live show. We are sponsored by Prize Picks. The playoff push is heating up and tournament hoops are here. There's no better way to cash in if you're right on the high-flying hoops action than Prize Picks, where it always feels good to be right. Every bucket, every dime, every board and win means more on Prize Picks. And with their brand new Team Picks markets, you can now pick game winners, spreads, and totals on top of the player picks you already know. So cash in if you're right during all the clutch buckets, slam dunks, and Cinderellas this spring with Team Picks on Prize Picks. Now, I still like the good old classic daily fantasy lineup, and I have a daily fantasy lineup in for our March Madness tournament beginning this Thursday. More on Cam Boozer. Max discount, half a point. Take advantage of that. More on Jeremy Fears, 17.5 points, and more on Darius Acuff, 35 points, rebounds, assists. More on that. That's my daily fantasy lineup for the first day of the March Madness tournament. Join me and the millions of others on Prize Picks. Download the app today and pick your first game winner, spread, or total as the playoff push rolls on, and get $50 in daily fantasy lineups when you play your first $5 lineup when you use code CLNS. That's code CLNS to get $50 in daily fantasy lineups when you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. It's good to be right. Appreciate Prize Picks for sponsoring today's stream. Vic turned his TV to TSV Motorsports. That's interesting. Andrew Thompson, you said it, not me. You said it, not me. No, bro, I didn't change how I look at Bam as a player. He's the same player I thought he was before last Tuesday. Down by 10. Miami needs a nice little spurt here to end the third quarter. And they turn it over. Oh, they're going to say it hit Kobe White's foot. They're going to say it hit Kobe White's foot. Lucky break there. Well, the Hornets are going to call timeout and challenge that. So sounds like it actually was not actually off the Hornets. We'll see, though. Charlotte is challenging the play. I missed the replay. I was looking down at my phone. I think I just saw Venezuela took a 1-0 lead over USA. The play will be overturned. It will be Hornet basketball, a successful challenge for Charlotte. Down 10. Hornets, Sion James 3, no good. Gets his own rebound. Josh Green drives inside, but a moving screen called on Grant Williams. Jakucionis missing inside. Dru Smith there on the tip. Kobe White to James. Now in the corner for Diabate. He kicks it out very quickly. Kobe White, floater. Good defense. Jakucionis gets the stop. Herro to Dru Smith. Smith just loses his dribble. Out to Jakucionis. Wide open three. No, very rarely I feel like does the rookie miss that good of a look. Heat remain down by 8. Sion James misses a 3. Ball loose inside. Scooped up by Herro. That's Herro's 8th rebound. Miami has numbers, and Jakucionis gets the bucket inside. The rookie now with 6 points on the evening. $37 bench points for the Heat tonight compared to the Hornets' 36. Grant Williams. Oh, I thought he just traveled. No call. Flips it up and in. $93-85. Heat have it. Foul, though. They're going to call it on Josh Green. Oh, and now Josh Green and Tyler Herro get tangled up a little bit. And now we have a little bit of a scuffle between Miami and Charlotte. Looks like we'll get it figured out pretty quickly. But little bit of chippiness here at the end of the third quarter. Herro and Green still talking back and forth. Apparently, I think John Crotty just said that Josh Green just got teed up. Yeah, technical foul on Josh Green, so the Heat are getting a free throw out of this. Herro will be at the line. And he makes. Josh Green still not happy about it. It's a 7-point Heat deficit. Actually, because the Heat are in the bonus, Herro will be at the line here. So 3 straight free throws for Tyler Herro. That's fortuitous for Miami. Herro, when he's on the court, 90% free throw shooter. Herro makes the second of 3. Tyler, 8 of 8 at the line tonight. He's got 17 points, leading scorer for Miami. It was Keshad Johnson at the half, but Johnson hasn't added any more to his total in this quarter. Three straight free throws for Herro, and the Heat are within 5. There is a 3-second differential between shot clock and game clock, so the Heat may get another possession in this quarter. Heat trail by 2 at the break, down by 5 now. LaMelo Ball driving, kicking. Miles Bridges wide open 3. Connects. 10 seconds to go in this period. Heat down 8. Bodies everywhere. Keshad Johnson to the rim. He's got to put something up. He doesn't recognize it, and he doesn't even get a shot up. It went in, but the shot will not count. I mean, they counted it. I'm telling you right now, if they look at that, that's not counting. I would be stunned if that counted. Yeah, exactly. It's not even close. No, he didn't get it off fucking Erik. It was the most obvious thing of all time. Apparently no one has got eyes. Heater down 8 going into the fourth quarter. It's 96-88. Get those 4s up. Get those 4s up. We got Cone, Theodore, Mackay, Hot Dog, JY. Heat with a loss tonight would fall only a half game up of Atlanta and Philly, pending the 76ers result tonight against the Nuggets. This is going to be a tough fourth quarter for the Heat, down by 8. Will the Heat come back and win? It's the age-old question. What do y'all think? Heat start the fourth quarter with the ball. Here we go. The fuck is this guy doing? Bye. What is he doing? Fourth quarter underway, down 8. Dru Smith kicking it out to Fontecchio. 3-point shot. No. Heat felt like they needed that one. And now Fontecchio will be called for a foul as he gave a little push to Kon Knueppel. LaMelo looking at this Heat 2-3 zone. Lobs it inside. Bad pass. Turnover. Keshad Johnson with the steal. Johnson's been good off the bench. Powell inside at the elbow. Kicks it out to Jaquez. Jaime's been quiet tonight. Could we see a big fourth quarter from the potential sixth man of the year? He drops it off to Johnson, who floats it up and in. Keshad Johnson continues his strong play. 15 points now for the young man. Brandon Miller driving on Jakucionis, absorbs contact, no good. Jakucionis stands strong. Miami in transition, Powell to the rim, running floater, air ball. I just can't stand. I'm like so done with Norman Powell. Other way, Brandon Miller on a lob. That's the difference between our fast break and their fast break. Norman Powell's taking running hook shots over 7-footers. They're giving each other lobs. Powell missing again inside. Get this guy off my fucking team. LaMelo Ball, other way, good. Timeout Spo. Get Norman Powell off my fucking team. Get him off my team. Selfish, doesn't defend. If the Heat extend him this offseason, this front office is fucking a joke. Would be a travesty to extend this man or re-sign him. What a joke that would be. Tell you about our sponsor for the final time tonight. We are sponsored by Prize Picks. The playoff push is heating up and tournament hoops are here. There's no better way to cash in if you're right on the high-flying hoops action than Prize Picks, where it always feels good to be right. Every bucket, every dime, every board and win means more on Prize Picks. And with their brand new Team Picks markets, you can now pick game winners, spreads, and totals on top of the player picks you already know. So cash in if you're right during all the clutch buckets, slam dunks, and Cinderellas this spring with Team Picks on Prize Picks. Now, I still like the good old classic daily fantasy lineup, and I have a daily fantasy lineup in for our March Madness tournament beginning this Thursday. More on Cam Boozer. Max discount, half a point. Take advantage of that. More on Jeremy Fears, 17.5 points, and more on Darius Acuff, 35 points, rebounds, assists. More on that. That's my daily fantasy lineup for the first day of the March Madness tournament. Join me and the millions of others on Prize Picks. Download the app today and pick your first game winner, spread, or total as the playoff push rolls on. And get $50 in daily fantasy lineups when you play your first $5 lineup when you use code CLNS. That's code CLNS to get $50 in daily fantasy lineups when you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. It's good to be right. Appreciate Prize Picks for sponsoring today's show. See if we can get a better final 9 minutes here. He'd have been bad. USA down 1-0 to Venezuela in the WBC Finals, if you are curious. Jaime Jaquez brings it up for Miami as the Heat try to come back here in the fourth, and Larsson immediately turns it over. Bad to worse for Miami here. And the Hornets slow it down a little bit. LaMelo Ball fouled on the floor. Second foul called on Simone Fontecchio. I think they just switched it to an and one. They just gave him an and one. Spo's hot. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets teed up today. He's officially been bad. Major, doesn't take me long to prove you wrong on that statement. About Terry Rozier. And just like that, I proved you wrong. Keshad Johnson, drive, kick to nobody, turnover. This team is just falling apart. In this game, at least. Bucket inside, another timeout, Miami. Wow, this is embarrassing. Disaster. Down 15. What a joke. What a joke. Heat are getting smoked, dude. It's a close game for the most part, but this second half has been all Charlotte. All Charlotte. Oh, I'm watching the WBC on my laptop right now. Are any of you guys double screening it with the baseball game on? Any of you guys baseball fans? See if Aaron Judge ever does something. Oh, man. Get out of bounds. Dead. Out of play. See if Aaron Judge can do anything for Miami here. We need major changes this offseason. Major changes. Norman Powell, don't re-sign him. I got to be honest, I hope Kel'el Ware picks it up. I'm willing to trade him for an upgrade, man. It just doesn't show me that much. His talent, you can't deny it, but, my goodness, he just is so inconsistent and lazy. Big couple minute stretch here if the Heat want to come back in this one. Norman Powell out of the timeout, gets the friendly roll, and puts it up and in. $14 points for Norman Powell. Ware, goaltend. That's the second time Ware has been called on a goaltend tonight. It's now 30 points for LaMelo Ball tonight. Efficient, too. 11 to 21. About 50%. Norman Powell driving, gets by Ball, kicks out to Fontecchio. His three-pointer comes up short. Powell with the offensive rebound and flips it back up and in. Back-to-back scores for Norman Powell. Brandon Miller, 3. Good. No defense for Miami tonight. Down 16. Miles Bridges resets to Brandon Miller. Miller. Another three-point attempt. Good. The Heat have one timeout left because they've had to burn so many. The Heat are getting run out of the gym. Davion Mitchell, crossover drive, bumps Knueppel, misses the floater. Oh, wow. Knueppel to the rim, kicks it out to LaMelo. Back to Knueppel. Quick trigger 3. Foul called on Fontecchio. This is getting out of hand quickly. Knueppel makes the first of 3. Lead for Charlotte is officially 20. Down by 22. Herro drive, takes contact, misses the floater. This one's over. This one is over. LaMelo to the corner. Knueppel just barrels into Pelle Larsson, and they call foul on Larsson. LaMelo Ball, guarded by Herro. 9-0 Hornets run. Step back, one-legged three, LaMelo. Rattles in and out. And there will be a foul called on Moussa Diabate. Powell, catch and shoot three. No, he's terrible. Yeah, Heat are 7 of 30 from three tonight. Not good. Hornets are 14 of 36. Make it 15 of 37. Kon Knueppel with a triple. 25-point game. This one is over. Norman Powell driving, kicking. Davion Mitchell's three. Nope. Rebound. Saved. Oh, they're going to say Kon Knueppel was out of bounds. Nope, turn it over again. Miami playing great basketball. Kon Knueppel driving, kicking. Kon Knueppel has it. He now works back inside. Floater, no. Diabate, putback, no. Another offensive rebound, Diabate. His hook shot, yeah. It's a 27-point game. Powell draws a foul. And Venezuela just takes a 2-0 lead. Homer. Miller, pull-up three. Comes up short there. Rebound offensively. Miles Bridges, baseline drive. Finishes. This is, like, actually embarrassing. I know I say that a lot, I think, but this is. Herro, running floater. Good. Brandon Miller, baseline drive, kicks to the corner. Miles Bridges has to put it up. Does, just at the buzzer, and gets it to go. Hornets commit a foul just to bring in, I think, their bench. I don't know. No, Coach Sterling. Kel'el Ware's doing nothing. He is non-existent out there. Non-existent. Norman Powell driving into two people, kicks it out to Kel'el Ware, who misses another three. Good job, Kel'el. You've been really good today. Norman Powell inside blocked. He fucking sucks, dude. Kel'el Ware gets it off a good inbounds pass. Puts down a dunk. Hornets will call a timeout. Not like it matters. Not like it matters, folks. This one's over. Oh, man. Nice to finally return to do a Heat stream just for them to get blown out by 26. How about this lineup? The Heat have put Jameer Young, Dru Smith, Kel'el Ware, Myron Gardner, and Fontecchio out there, and one Kobe White. Holy. Jameer Young with the foul. Just embarrassing, man. Missed free throw. Still 29, 8-point game. Myron Gardner drives to the rim. Can't finish. Missed shot inside. Pigeon base with the 5. What happened to us? And yeah, Ware acting like Buckingham Palace guard out there. What happened to us? Well, once again, our guards didn't show up offensively. Kel'el Ware gave you absolute no effort tonight when the game mattered. Oh, it's the wrong one. And then to finish out that, just no three-point shooting. Bad basketball, man. Miles Bridges, corner 3, wide open. I mean, Kel'el Ware, he's as lazy as it gets. I'm actually close to saying, I know it's one game, but, this is the type of stuff I talk about to where I don't want him on the Heat. I would borderline actively look to trade Kel'el Ware because of games like this. This was a major opportunity for him tonight. No Bam Adebayo. Hey, Kel'el, go show what you can do by yourself in the front court, no Bam. And what did he come out and do? Lazy, no effort, just sat around the three-point line, took shots from there, didn't insert himself offensively, didn't even know he was there defensively. It's the type of shit I talk about and why I got so frustrated with him and people that said he's better than Bam and should play more than Bam in November and December, because this shit happens all the fucking time. Vlad Golden in the game. Yeah, take Kel'el Ware's fucking ass out. so bad. 2 minutes to go. We'll just have this one end. Trey Mann out there. He'll take a step back three. No, it passes it up to Connaughton. Corner triple. Even Pat Connaughton's hitting threes on us. 1-7 straight. We'll probably lose 7 straight. Lost to Orlando 2 games in a row be tonight, and I bet they lose the other 5 games in this tough 6-game stretch. They'll go 7 wins in a row, 7 losses in a row. That's probably how the Heat work. That's the Miami Heat way. Win 7, lose 7. Never get better than 500. Hornets will be 3 games back of Miami with 13, 12 games to play, whatever it actually is. Jameer Young with a triple, no good. Rebound tracked down by Dru Smith. Keshad Johnson left wing 3. No, he was the Heat's hero in the first half. And W. Brody not blaming Kel'el Ware. I mean, anything but to blame him. Some people just will make any excuses to try to save Kel'el Ware. Why, I don't fucking know. He gave you no effort tonight, and you still have to fucking defend him. Listen, Tyler Herro and Norman Powell were bad tonight. But you trying to still find other people to blame other than Kel'el Ware is embarrassing. That guy did nothing out there tonight. Just collected his game check and went out there and gave you no effort. Defending that is unbelievable and unacceptable. The only people that brought it tonight was Keshad Johnson and Pelle Larsson. Only 2 players. Larsson kept you alive in the second quarter, getting to the free throw line 8 times. Only 2 players that showed up today. Keshad Johnson and Larsson. Everybody else took a little vacation to the Queen City. Didn't want to show any effort. So the Miami Heat used to have standards about playing hard, man. Kel'el Ware is a lazy basketball player. Ball game in Miami. Heat lose 135-106. They just commit a foul for whatever reason. I just don't know. What an embarrassing performance tonight. Just gross. I'm going to get out of here. I had a long day with the Jalen Waddle trade news and then the game tonight. Embarrassing loss for Miami. We'll have more thoughts probably on it tomorrow. We'll be live again on Saturday. No stream Thursday against the Lakers because I have to do a March Madness stream here at Chat Sports. But, yeah. We'll be live on Saturday. Video out tomorrow. Video out Thursday. Be on the lookout for that. Embarrassing performance and effort tonight from the Heat.